Hello and welcome. In this video session, we will see some more examples of string operations in Python. Let us run this program along with and explain the concept. The execution of the program begins with the main function and it jumps to the main definition. Here we are having a buffer buff equal to apple, and we can use the method string name dot upper in order to convert the string to the uppercase. For example, here buf is the name of the variable that stores the string. So we can use the name of the variable with the dot operator and the method upper. So this converts the characters to the uppercase and this is stored in the new buffer. So as a note, the contents of the buffer is not changed because the strings are immutable. So we get new uppercase string is buff2. So let's see here, new uppercase string is apple apple. So irrespective of the string case it is used, so if the case is already uppercase it is ignored and kept as it is, and all the remaining lowercase will be converted to the uppercase. In the same way, we can use the name of the buffer dot lower method to convert the required buffer to the lowercase. So here we have buff equal to lemon, and we are taking a new buffer 2 equal to buff dot lower, and this converts the all the upper cases to the lowercase and will be stored in buff2. So this is what is printed here. New lowercase string is new lowercase string is lemon. So we can see here all the characters in the string are lowercase, and in the previous example all the characters of the string are in uppercase. Now let us see the example of not in string. In the previous video we had seen the example of using in operator in strings. This is the exact the opposite way of using in. So here, if this subset is not present in the given string, then it returns a true. For example, now our buff contains this complete string. So we have this string is used for testing. So here our string is my string. So the substring used is my string. So it checks in the given string, that is the buffer, and if my string is not present in the complete string, then it returns a true. In the previous example we used if substring in buff, then it checks whether that substring is present or not. If it is present it returns true, but in this case if it is not present then it returns a true, and the if part is executed. So here my string is not present in the given buffer, so a true is returned, and not in returned true will be executed. Not in return true means substring is not present in specific string is what we have got. Now let us see the format operator. This format operator is used to replace the strings. For example, let us say that name stores the name of a person and course is the name of the course. Now let us print the required string. We have here the name of instructor is percentages and the course is percentages happy learning. So here this is the format operator or format specifier for strings, and this will be replaced by the first value of this. So name, the value of name is Mohan, and so this will be replaced by the value Mohan, and the course is percentages, so this will be replaced by the second variable, that is nothing but the course. So the value of the course is python. So we get the complete string. The name of instructor is Mohan and the course is python happy learning. The name of the instructor is Mohan and the course is Python Happy Learning. So this is the format operator or the format specifier used in Python, and percentage %s is used for strings, percentage %d is used to represent integers, percentage %f is used to represent floats. Now, in the next example, we will see how to replace a string. We have a buffer. This is a Linux programming, and now let's say that we have to replace the Linux by Python. So now, in order to replace the substring, we have to specify the dot replace method. So we have to specify it by name of the variable name dot replace, and which substring we are concerned about. For example, here the Linux to be replaced by Python. So now the complete string will be copied to the new string, but this substring will be replaced by the required substring. So now when we print buffer2, we will get this is Python programming. This is Python programming. So also, as a note, let us say, let us print the value of buff here. So the value of buff will not be changed. The value of buff has not changed, and the buff will remain the same. So note, the value of buff has not changed, and the contents of buff is, this is Linux programming. So only the content of buff2, we have the same content as buff, but this string will be, substring will be replaced by the required string. So this is the use of dot replace method. Now let us see last example where we can perform a splitting of a string. For example, here we have a string buffer equal to demonstrate the split of a string in Python. So this is the string that is present in the variable buffer. So now if we use dot split method, so the name of the variable dot split of whatever the whatever the character we want, if we specify that, and if that character is present, then the complete string will be split, and we will get a list. So we will discuss more on lists and tuples in a later video session. So now let's print this to know what is list and how it is stored. So here, this is the list. So the complete string is split up, and the it is split based on the space, and we can specify any character here. So in this example, we have specified the space. So after every space, the given subset substring has been identified and put in a list. So we get this list. List is demonstrate the split of string in Python. So the list has these elements. So again, the list starts from index 0. This is the list index 0, list index 1, list index 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we can iterate the same thing. We can iterate the list using for index in list 1, print the index. So now initially the index points to this first element, and we are printing the same thing, demonstrate. Then in the for loop, the index points to the next element in the list. It points to the string the, hence the is printed. In the same way, we loop around and print every element of the list here. And finally, the index points to Python, and finally it exits the for loop. So in this example, we have seen what is, how to convert a given string from lower to upper or upper to lower, and what is a format specifier, and how to use not in operator, and how do we replace a substring in a given string, and how do we split a string based on the split character required. Thank you.